First question, Jeff.
Coach, I guess overall, lots of things to look at, but Trace getting 20, nobody else really doing a lot. How big of an issue did you feel that was in this game offensively for you guys?
I look at Trace's 20, he only got 5 rebounds. That's what I look at. It wasn't the points. I mean, hell, we held them to 61 right where we normally are holding teams. And yes, we couldn't score the ball, but I'm looking at how we gave up threes tonight. I mean, this is the first time a team has gotten away from us and shooting the 3 ball. And I just thought our ability to touch somebody to start the game wasn't there, and you got to give them credit. They moved the ball around. They ran a few pick and rolls up top, but our pick and roll coverage, it just wasn't the same impact that we've been having, and that's kind of disappointing.
Mike, is it a question of your guards leaving those shooters when they really don't need to, though? I mean, it's sometimes they went to double when it looked like Race and Trace were holding their own inside pretty well. Well,
again, it didn't come from inside out. The ball came from pick and roll coverages. And, our ability to impact the ball and the big on the ball was something that we've been pretty good at this year. And tonight we weren't. We just weren't good in our pick and roll coverage. It was terrible.
Justin.
It's just on the other side of the ball. I mean, what did you see from an offensive standpoint, especially from the guards? Obviously, there wasn't a ton of production from those guys today.
Well, again, they showed a zone that we thought was a zone, which, you can run man-to-man offense against a zone. You can run zone offense, and we've been pretty good in that area. But we were like we were in quicksand the first 2-3 minutes, like we had never seen, an early 2-3 zone. But once we started cutting and moving, we got the ball moved. And then we couldn't make shots. Hell, we were 4 for 17 from the 3-point line. We've been a little bit better than that this year.
Woody, when you guys were down 1, you were going inside. Looks like you were going inside to Trace. Was that the shot? Because they obviously double teamed him down there.
No, that wasn't. Trace missed 2 bunnies that I call. Where he goes around his guy and he makes a play over the top. He makes some, he missed some, but he missed at least 2 down the stretch that were big shots. And then you take Xavier's, free throw. They could have tied the game. That was huge too. So, and you got to go to him. He got a guy on his back. He's capable of going around guys making plays at the rim. I felt good about going to him, yes.
Okay, let's start one more round, Jeff.
There in the first half, Trace went to the bench for about 5 minutes, Race for about 7 minutes. Was there something you weren't getting from those guys, or was that just
trying
rest?
They played 33 and 31 minutes tonight. You can't play them 40. They got to get a breather somehow. And I was just trying to buy some time to get some breather. The score wasn't imbalanced. It was a 1-point game at halftime, so nobody was running away. But I was just trying to buy some time. And, he played 33 minutes. I think Race played about 30, 31 minutes. They played enough minutes. Can't use that as an excuse.
Mike, Parker and Miller combined for 60 minutes today, made 3 baskets. Do you need to try to find a way to get the ball in their hands in shooting positions more often, other than just the waiting for them to get it from Trace inside out?
Well, again, we got to get better ball movement. I thought when we did cut and move the ball, there were opportunities. But again, they're not leaving. They know those guys can make shots. They're better probably in zone situations, but man-to-man, we got to set probably some more screens and get them looks that way. But that wasn't the difference tonight, guys, I don't think. I thought the difference was us impacting the ball from a pick and roll standpoint. We were terrible in that area, just off.
George, then final question, Dustin.
Mike, obviously this is probably a game you guys thought you could win going in. Does this make the Ohio State game even bigger now at all?
I think we can win every game. I didn't come in here, thinking we were going to lose. I thought we could come in here and get a win. We got to go down home and beat Ohio State. They're next on our list, and we've been pretty good in our building, and so we got 2-3 days to prepare to get ready for them.
Last question, Dustin.
You mentioned the rebounds early. I mean, what do you think led to kind of the struggles on the glass, especially on the one possession where they get 3 offensive rebounds on one possession?
Could
to keep
be
that whole thing
fatigue,
alive?
tired.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, again, you know, you talk about minutes and pulling them right before the half. Again, you got to have some juice in the tank coming down the stretch. And I thought doing that 3 minute span, we couldn't even rebound the ball. You know, and that's something that's, you know, when you're in a close game like that, you got to come up with it. But we still had an opportunity to tie it, and we didn't get it tied. And they were able to do what they needed to do to secure it down the stretch.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right.
Guys, we'll